Hello again. We've come to the final video in the series. In the first two videos, I showed you how to use Piocaro to research and compare funds according to your investment criteria. And following that, we had a look at one example in detail. I also showed you how to use a shopping cart to hold funds that interest you. In this video, we'll build and optimize a portfolio from the funds in our cart. Now, I've got an array of interesting funds in my cart. How can I narrow down my choices? Investors know the aim of a portfolio is to diversify your investment, and in doing so, reduce your risk. You get the most benefits from diversification if the funds in your portfolio have low correlations. The higher the correlation between two funds, the more closely they'll behave. The lower the correlation between two funds, the more independent they'll be. To help you see these relationships more clearly, Piocaro's correlation table demonstrates the similarity or dissimilarity between those funds you've selected in your cart. Then, over in the second table here, you can pick and choose funds from your cart to build a portfolio. Let's say I select all the ETFs in my cart. The next step will be to optimize the allocation of them. So how can I do this? Piocaro provides 5 different options through which you can build your portfolio. The first is equal weight distribution. If you're an investor who believes in this concept, you might choose this option. As you can see, it gives you an estimated portfolio return of 12.11% with a distribution yield of 2.7%. Your volatility is reduced by 1.74% to 8.99%. In the summary allocation, this portfolio is made up of 12.5% taxable bond, and the rest is US equity with large growth, large value, consumer defensive and technology stocks. Next up is the low risk volatility option. If you want to ensure a portfolio with the lowest possible risk or volatility, then this one's a good choice. Or, if you're keen to maximize the risk-adjusted returns, you might opt to build your portfolio via the Sharpe ratio option. If targeting a particular return is a priority for you, then the target return option might be ideal. You may be aiming to double your money in 7 years. For this goal, you'll need an annual return of approximately 10%. The fifth option, allocate yourself, allows you to essentially make all your own portfolio allocations. Obviously, it's for the most advanced investors or financial advisors, those people who have extra or new information that isn't available to most people. Say you predict an industry or sector will outperform another sector by 5%. Or perhaps you predict the US large growth companies, stocks as a group, will have returns of 20% or more. Whatever information or knowledge you have to predict the future performance of a fund, this option gives you the flexibility to adjust your allocations as you see fit. Let's say we're happy with a 10% targeted return. Now to creating the portfolio. In this demo, I'm using the professional level subscription to create a portfolio for my client, Jessica Livingston. Let's complete the portfolio with Jessica's information. Okay, my client's portfolio is now complete. She's got 4 ETFs, and this shows us how much money she needs to allocate to each. So if she's happy, she can approve this portfolio for purchase. Finally, let's look at the portfolio dashboard. It shows I have 2 clients, Charlie and Jessica. I can view and update their portfolios from here. For those investors that need a bit more guidance with their fund choices, Piocaro also provides sample portfolios for various allocation models: income-focused, balanced, and growth-focused. Say you're interested in an income-focused portfolio. Here you have 4 samples of income-focused portfolios you can examine. So we've come to the end of our demo of Piocaro. To recap, we started with fund research, selecting ETFs in line with our investment priorities. Then we added ETFs to our cart as the first step towards building our portfolio. And following on from that was the optimising process, where we allocated our funds using a variety of methods tailored to your investment goals. Hopefully, this leaves you with some sense of the breadth of insight that Piocaro can provide investors. That's it for me now. Happy investing.